Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building, because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. The power he emits is not seen, it's intuited. Power is not domination, it's magnetism, the ability to attract resources towards their vision without the need for persuasion. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. Money is not the objective, it's oxygen. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. Quality is not an option, it's DNA, because they understand that constant excellence is their natural differentiator. The lowlights do not relax him, they activate him. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Like pressure that turns coal into diamonds under extreme conditions. He doesn't walk fast because time runs at his pace. The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Knowledge is not accumulation, it's transformation, because they know that information without action is lost potential. Their words do not fill spaces, they create realities, because they understand that language is the most powerful tool of construction. The names on his agenda are not pronounced publicly. His library is not full of books, it's loaded with bound strategies. The cities he travels to have already been studied beforehand. Patience is not virtue, it's strategy, because they know that the perfect moment is worth more than impulsive speed. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Their children do not inherit money, they inherit mindsets that will turn problems into opportunities for generations. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. The paths he takes are not marked on the GPS. Each button on his shirt costs more than an average rent. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. The present is not limitation, it's opportunity, because they transform each moment into raw material for extraordinary futures. The mirrors he has do not reflect appearance, they reflect intentions. Memory doesn't store names, it stores patterns, because they recognize opportunities that others confuse with coincidences. Leadership is not position, it's influence, the ability to make others see possibilities where they once saw limits. Watches do not mark hours, they mark commitments with key people. Failure is not defeat, it's education, because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Intuition is not divination, it's processing. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented. Change is not a threat, it's fuel, because they channel each transformation towards the construction of new realities. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. Their routines are not habits, they are architectures, structures designed to generate specific results. Simplicity is not lack, it's mastery, because only those who master complexity can create elegance. The present is not a prison, it's a platform, because they use each moment as a springboard towards extraordinary realities. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. because every idea is designed to become reality. The helicopter lands just as the contract is about to be signed. While the city sleeps, he reviews the markets that will dictate the future. Discipline is not restriction, it's freedom, because the right habits eliminate the need to make exhausting decisions. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. Their decisions are not reactions, they are creations, because each choice is a conscious act of building the future. Their questions do not seek answers, they seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. Change does not scare them, it excites them. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because only those who master complexity can create elegant solutions. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. Their objectives are not ambitions, they are commitments, because they operate with the intensity of those who do not accept alternatives. The wind on his terrace sounds different. His windows do not show views, they show domains. Because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy. Because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. Charisma is not personality, it's certainty, the tranquility projected by those who know exactly where they are going. The figures do not impress him, they only motivate him to rebuild. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. Elegance is not in what they wear, it's in how they make the impossible seem like the only logical option. His presence in the room changes the air, making it tense and respectful. Ambition is not desire, it's responsibility, because they understand that their ability to create implies the obligation to do so. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. Knowledge is not power, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. Their goals are not numbers, they are transformations, because they measure success in lives impacted, not in accumulated figures. Their words are not communication, they are construction, because each phrase builds bridges towards shared realities. Their libraries do not hold books, they hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. The signatures he collects are not autographs, they are alliances. Their routines are not habits, they are rituals of power that align mind, body, and purpose toward specific goals. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Because they see in every transformation the opportunity to redefine the possible. The technology he uses is not yet on the market. Luxury does not surround him, it accompanies him without announcing itself. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because every no received reveals exactly what they need to change. Intuition is not luck, it's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. Change is not disruption, it's opportunity, because they see in each transformation the possibility of redefining entire industries. Knowledge is not information, it's applied power, because they know that wisdom without action is wasted potential. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments, because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage. Their meetings do not have agendas, they have results, because they know that clarity of purpose eliminates the need for protocols. He is not interested in seeming successful, he is interested in being treated as someone who decides. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. Most people count the days until Friday, but she has lost count of the months because her schedule is written by opportunities, not dates. The questions he asks do not have an immediate answer. Quality is not an option, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. Their mistakes are not weaknesses, they are investments in wisdom, because every paid failure becomes refined instinct. The present is not a prison, it's a lever, because they use the current reality as a fulcrum to move the world. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep separate. The piano plays softly as the plan for the next quarter is projected.